power. You've got
my people in the east, yo, you gotta wake up. Midwest, dirty south, yo, you gotta stand up. All my homies in the west, yo, you gotta wake up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up.
Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. No more backward thinking, time for thinking ahead.
Today, in world news, the United States launched several rounds of airstrikes against ISIS in Iraq on Friday, September 26, 2014. According to the Pentagon, the U.S. had used drones and fighter jets to attack in the air and vehicles on the ground near Erbil. The strikes came a day after the military operation was announced by President Obama. A drone dropped bombs twice at around 10 a.m. Eastern Time, killing ISIS fighters who returned to the site after the first attack. About an hour later, Admiral John Kirby said in a statement, 4 F-18 fighter jets dropped a total of 8 laser-guided bombs on a total of 7 vehicles in a high-altitude position, destroying everything. ISIS has vowed to continue fighting the United States and its allies in and out of the Middle East. On September 20th, Omar Gonzalez and Kevin Carr were arrested for attempting to break into the White House. Omar Gonzalez, 42, was allegedly caught on tape dashing through the White House lawn armed with a small pocket knife. According to the agents who arrested him, the Iraqi veteran was desperate to warn the president about the atmosphere collapsing. Luckily, Obama and his family had already flown off to Camp David. Kevin Carr, 19, was arrested by security when he had refused to leave the premises. Secret Service stated Carr had first approached the White House on foot Saturday afternoon and left when he was asked to. But agents claim he later returned and drove to a security checkpoint, which he refused to leave again. Bomb teams were sent to investigate the vehicle while Carr was arrested. In health news, the deadly Ebola virus has entered America for the first time. A person who arrived in Dallas from Liberia was tested positive for Ebola and is under quarantine. Also, several doctors have been exposed to the virus in Sierra Leone and are in the U.S. receiving treatment. Names have been undisclosed. The biggest outbreaks of the virus have been in Africa, where over 3,700 children have died. The Center of Disease Control in Atlanta is monitoring the situation. Jason Derulo, after being engaged for nearly a year to Jordin Sparks, has broken up with her. Derulo discussed the divorce on air with Ryan Seacrest. Jason states, "What happened? In a nutshell, there was a lot of tension in the relationship for a lot of different reasons. Every relationship has its ups and downs. There was a lot of pressure of marriage, there was a lot of arguing and issues that occurred, and it just weighed on our relationship over time. When you stop having more good times than bad times, it's time to call it quits. It becomes something that is unhealthy." In sports news, Blue Angels student athletes have been receiving many high praises from the HVIAC and the AECAC conferences. Junior Taylor Fisher from the cross-country team was recognized by the AD3I for the Player of the Week, along with senior Samantha Gomez from the tennis team. Fisher also received Runner of the Week from the AD3I. Many praises go out to freshman Fabiola Padilla-Rios from the volleyball team. Also was rewarded dual honors of Rookie of the Week from both the HVIAC and the ECAC. Additionally, joining Rios from the volleyball team with ECAC honors is sophomore Tiani Perez, who received Libero of the Week. In controversial sports news, everyone has heard the buzz on Adrian Peterson's sexual assault accusation, and authorities have officially pronounced the claim as false. Back in 2011, Adrian was sexually accused of sexually assaulting a woman at a party in Eden Prairie, Minneapolis. After intensive police interviews with Peterson, the police questioned multiple witnesses, all of whom stated that Peterson was not at fault. According to TMZ, authorities tested 3 DNA samples. 2 excluded Peterson and 1 was drawn as inconclusive. In follow-up controversial news, the NFL has agreed to neutral arbitration for Ray Rice's appeal. According to the NFL's Player Association Executive Director DeMaurice Smith, are currently in the process for finding potential arbitrators to appeal Ray Rice's case. The union also claims it was a violation to immediately suspend Rice, considering that every NFL suspension is handed out after careful consideration and technical procedures are followed. Rice will soon be facing an appeal, and the NFL will be revamping their personal conduct policy by this upcoming 2015 Super Bowl.
The response